Good morning, Fort Worth. It is 16 October and chilly outside. What'd your car say on the way in?
56.
56. I think I had 55. I got Michael Brittner here with me, the owner of the new Hoppin' here in Fort Worth. Morning, Michael.
Morning.
Was gonna text you or email you yesterday if Holly would ever like to be on the show. That's an option.
I do let her out of the house from time to time, so I will ask her.
We were here last Friday for the comedy show, which went great, by the way. And I saw her over here with you, and I was going to go over and introduce myself, but there were so many people in here, and it was so lively. I was like, this isn't the moment. So just quietly excused myself. But congratulations on one hell of a comedy show. That was great.
Thanks, man. It was great. Yeah, I was going to tell all the listeners, if you were here, thank you. It was awesome. And if you weren't, you missed out. It was fantastic. We're going to start doing comedy every month. So
Cool.
One Friday a month. Live comedy starting at, I think we started at 8 p.m. So just follow socials. We'll post all the details.
Great lineup. And one of your comedians asked for some audience participation. And I would never step out of line at a comedy show. But if the comedian is going to ask for some interaction, I'm the first one to chime in.
Right.
And he said, do we have any Harry Potter fans in the room? And I said, yay. Some other people cheered too. And he said, well, do you know what house you are?
Yeah, I remember that.
And I yelled out at the top of my lungs, Gryffindor. And he's like, oh, yeah? Well, you know what my house is? The one I live in because I'm an adult. And I was like, oh, no. He got me. But that's the risk you take, you know? So,
there were some funny folks up here the other night.
It was a great lineup.
Yeah.
Have y'all been to Orlando or Universal Studios?
No, we haven't.
So
No.
my girlfriend loves the Harry Potter side of the park, and it's fantastic. It's unbelievable what they've done with the place. But anyway, so
check it out.
We're Harry Potter fans for sure. You got to be.
We'll go when the boys are older.
Yeah, that's the move, right?
Yeah.
Not too early because you're spending that money for nothing.
Yep.
And yeah, National Feral Cat Day, October 16th. We got to click on it. We got to see what National Feral Cat Day is.
How does one celebrate National Feral Cat Day, I wonder?
Go out and bag one, I guess. October 16th is National Feral Cat Day, so start practicing your alley cat strut and get your feline friends together. This is a day to celebrate cats of all stripes, no matter where they call home. Feral cats have been stigmatized the world over, but thanks to this holiday, we can change how we see these lovable nomads. Just quick story. We bought a new house, and it's got a vapor barrier underneath it. It's pier and beam. These feral cats got under there and cost me $1,800 worth of damage. So this isn't a day for me.
No,
I'm not super excited about these feral cats.
Not your day.
Sorry. Not sorry. All right, so that's National Day today. This day in history, let's see. We got October 14th up on the board. Let's see what Britannica says. 1793, Marie Antoinette. After the French Revolution began, Marie Antoinette, queen consort of Louis, I can't say any of this shit, was targeted by agitators, I thought that was alligators, who, enraged by her extravagance and attempts to save the monarchy, ultimately guillotined her on this day in 1793.
Not a good day for her.
Not a great day. Hungarian boxer, can you say that?
Laszlo Papp. That's my pronunciation, but that's not correct.
Who was the first three-time Olympic boxing champion, winning gold medals in 1948, 52, 56. Well, he died at age 77.
Not a good day for him.
Not a good day. Not a good day for some people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just one of those days. You get some of these. Yeah. So October 16th. A lot of people had bad days.
Yeah.
Is the takeaway from that. All right. In world news, a Navy aircraft with 2 crew members on board crashed east of Mount Rainier in Washington State Tuesday evening, and a search for the pair was ongoing, the Navy said. This is a fairly recent story. This was updated 2 hours ago. That's weird. Okay, so it was this happened yesterday, but updated 2 hours ago. The Navy EA-18G Growler, which is an electronic attack aircraft that is part of the FA-18 family of aircraft, was on a routine training flight when it crashed, the Navy said in a statement. As of 7 p.m. on October 15th, the status of the 2 crew members remains unknown. Now, you were telling me a story about the EA-18G, and I pride myself in my aviation knowledge, but I did not know what a EA-18G was.
I'm kind of a nerd, aviation nerd, I would say. Yeah, and I hope those guys ejected and they're safe. But yeah, I was just telling a quick little story. I was in the military for a while, and on my last deployment, we had a little bit of small arms fire attacking convoy. And
dude, we're gonna have to finish that story in a moment.
Oh, got it.
We got a call coming in. Good morning. You're on the line with Fort Worth Roots Morning Show. How are you doing today?
Grand Rising. I'm well, getting my exercise in for the day. How are you?
Good. We got Cassandra May Lawrence on the phone, and she is a local singer-songwriter here in Fort Worth. What event do you have coming up that we need to tell folks about, Cassandra?
The Art Goggle is happening this weekend,
That's
Saturday,
right.
October 19th, and there are going to be many artists that are going to be vendors there, as well as artists that will be performing, musical artists.
And we got
like
you on
myself.
stage as well, right?
On stage.
Aren't you performing?
What do you say? Yeah, I will. Yes, I'll be performing on stage in front of Cherry Coffee at 5 o'clock.
Awesome.
I'll be doing only a 45-minute set.
That's okay. That's awesome.
So,
Fort Worth
I
Roots
know
will
it's
be
okay.
there.
I just figured I'd be informative to ensure that people showed up on time to capture the whole set.
Yeah. We'll be with you out there in front of Seneca Studios, so not too far from you. So
great, yeah, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump away.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, well, thank you so much, and please call in anytime you got some stories to share with us or upcoming events, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay.
Okay.
All right,
Thanks,
Cassandra.
Andrew.
Have a good day.
You too.
See ya. Bye.
That sounds fun.
All right. Sorry. So we're getting small arms fire. This is Iraq or Afghanistan? Where are we?
Afghanistan.
Okay.
So this was quite a long time ago. And the EA-18 is interesting because they basically took the F-18, the Navy's primary fighter jet, and they added a bunch of electronic attack pods and stuff on it they don't carry bombs, they just carry things to do all the spooky stuff. And so all we had overhead was an EA-18, and they're not trained in attack tactics or anything like that. So I called them up and I was like, hey, we need you to come down and do a show of force, which is where they fly very low, typically 500 feet or lower, just to scare off the bad guys. And I called them up and said, hey, can you do a show of force over our convoy so that we can scare off the bad guys? And they were like, we're an EA-18. I was like, yeah, I know. You look like an F-18. They don't know that. And they were like, can we do that? And I was like, yes, you can do that. Please do it right now.
In fact.
And it was awesome. So
EA-18s look the part, but they are totally equipped with electronic equipment to get certain spooky jobs done.
That's right.
All right, so a search was ongoing and included a Navy MH-60S, which I imagine is their version of the UH-60, a Black Hawk helicopter, launched from Naval Air Station Whidbey Island, which is north of Seattle, the Navy said. Rainier is the one that you can see from Seattle downtown, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. The plane was from Electronic Attack Squadron 130, also known as VAQ-130, which is based out of Naval Air Station Whidbey Island. The squadron is nicknamed the Zappers. The Navy says it's the oldest electronic warfare squadron in the U.S. Navy. I always feel bad for those high schools that have like really weak mascots, like the field mouse or the garden gnome or whatever. I mean, these guys,
go gnomes.
These guys' nickname is the Zappers. I don't know, man. That's not winning any wars.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Go Navy. Let's get into Fort Worth news. This is one that pops up every year. Mexican restaurant's world-famous Christmas Wonderland is open near Fort Worth. Where is the rest of that story? Okay. Hold on a minute. Here we go. These guys go all out. They decorate this place up for Christmas every year, and they go way over the top. It's called Campo Verde. It's decorated for Christmas, and time to go is now. By Thanksgiving, the line will be out the door at the 44-year-old Tex-Mex landmark between Arlington and Fort Worth, a nostalgic throwback known for its electric train and hundreds of thousands of twinkling lights. Campo Verde 2918 West Pioneer Parkway has drawn national news coverage and a strong customer following to the Dallas-Fort Worth area for its stunning decor. All right. Well, y'all, this is definitely something you need to do probably every Christmas. Go check this place out. Not a sponsor, just something cool to do here in Fort Worth. We've also got some events out here at Hoppin' that we need to cover tomorrow. Let's see, what is tonight? Tonight's Casamigas, margaritas, and $2 Modelo's.
Today is Wednesday, so today is Music Bingo.
Day ahead of myself.
Every Wednesday we have Music Bingo at 7 p.m. Every Tuesday we have trivia at 7 p.m. So tonight's Music Bingo. Come check it out. It's fun. Tomorrow we have $6 Casamigos margaritas and $2 Modelo's. This Friday night we have live music from 7 to 10 by a guy named Alan Haida. He's fantastic. He does really cool covers, 90s, 2000s. This Saturday from 1 to 4 p.m. we have Savannah Kay. She's kind of a bigger artist, I think, over on the Dallas side. She's really great. And then Mission Burgers is coming out Saturday afternoon, so come check them out. And this is the one that I'm most excited for. If any listeners like lobster rolls or lobster mac and cheese or just lobster in general, we are having Cousins Maine Lobster Truck coming Sunday, October 20th from noon to 7 p.m. It is amazing, so please come check it out.
I'm pulling up for that.
I recommend it.
Sure. Well, I've heard you talk about it so much, I'm getting excited, and I got to.
The lobster rolls are where it's at.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Hold on a minute. What's going on here?
While you're pulling that up, I have one other thing that we're pretty excited about. We just finalized details within the past day or so. November 7th is a Thursday coming up here pretty soon. We're having our first, and we hope to make it a monthly event. We're having an advanced Cicerone, level 3 Cicerone, come out and do a class. He's going to talk about 4 different craft beers for about an hour, maybe hour and a half.
Uh-huh. Now, I just heard this term maybe a year ago. Can you explain what a Cicerone is?
It's so in wine you have a sommelier.
Uh-huh.
And they're basically a trained wine expert. Cicerone is the same thing on the beer side. So they go through, I think, level 1, is the easier level to get into, and then level 2. Level 3 is I think there are only 8 in the state of Texas.
Uh-huh.
Level 4, I think there are only a handful in the world or something. It's super exclusive and difficult. But we have the honor of having one of the few level 3 advanced Cicerones in Texas. And he's coming out Thursday, November 7th, to sort of talk about, he's going to walk through the history of the breweries or the style of beer and tell you about tasting notes and what to look for. It's going to be super interesting. Tickets are $25. Right now, the plan is first come, first serve. You pay at the door, and the $25 gets you the 4 samples, be 4-ounce pours, and then, of course, the whole class, and max 40 participants. So Thursday, November 7th.
Highly exclusive.
It's very exclusive. Come learn about some beer and have a good time. It's going to be awesome.
That does sound awesome. All right, we got our buddy Sam with a little snippet that he emailed. What he does is he takes audio files and he emails them to me so that we've got something to share with you the next day on the show. You guys can do the same by emailing us at media@fortworthroots.com. That's the website. It's media@fortworthroots.com is the email. That's right. Okay, here we go. What do you got, Sam?
For listening to the Fort Worth Roots Morning Show. My name is Sam Escobar, host of the Failed Podcast. It's easy to overlook our mental health, but today we're sharing a quick tip to make it a priority in our daily routine. Here's a way that you can boost your mental health with this simple car exercise. We spend a lot of time in our cars, often rushing from one place to another. But what if your commute could become an opportunity to boost your mental health? Here's an easy exercise that you can do while driving, safely of course, to set yourself up for a better day. It's called the gratitude drive. Instead of letting your mind wander or getting frustrated with traffic, try this. Every time you stop at a red light or slow down, think of one thing that you're grateful for. It can be a big or small thing. It can be your health, a good cup of coffee, or even the fact that the light will eventually turn green. Here's how it works. It's simple. Shift your focus and break the cycle of stress and negativity by regularly reminding yourself of what's going well. You rewire your brain to notice more positive throughout the day, boosting your mood and mental clarity. So the next time you hit the road, turn your commute into a mental refresh. No extra time or effort required. My name is Sam Escobar. Thank you for listening to the Fort Worth Roots Morning Show, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you, Sam. He's got an excellent podcast that is focused through the lens of failure. It's called The Failed Podcast, and I encourage you guys to go check that out. We took this one long. These morning episodes are only supposed to be about 20 minutes long. We do have longer episodes with full interviews with people like Michael Brittner and the mayor of, not the current mayor of Fort Worth, but we've had Betsy Price on, the fire department, police department, and a ton of local musicians. So if you'd like to check that out, it's on the same platform that you're listening to this on. You can go check out Fort Worth Roots on all your favorite streaming services. I looked it up yesterday, and it looks like outside of the web browser, you can go to our website and stream the show earliest, but Spotify seemed to have it up quicker than anybody else as far as streaming services out there in the ether. So get it first at fortworthroots.com or Spotify. Looks like they've got it pretty early too. Tomorrow's episode, our Thursday episode, is chocked full of what's happening this weekend. So if you're looking for more information, I know we've been talking about Arts Goggle all week because it's a huge event, happens once a year, but all the shows and things that are happening at places around town, we get into that tomorrow. So if you've got any kind of story that you'd like to share with us, you can email us an audio file. You can call in at 7 a.m. like Cassandra did this morning and interrupt Michael as he's talking. Or you can just email us a tidbit or a news story, and we'll read it on the show next morning. So hope y'all are having a wonderful day. I've got a better way. This is how I'm trying to remember to do this every day, because you need a sign off, right?
You do.
You got to have it. Well, before I do that, you drove all the way out here to be part of the show this morning. Do you have anything you want to tell people?
I would say, come check us out. We have, like I mentioned earlier, we have trivia and music bingo every Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we have standing weekly specials. I love our margaritas on Thursdays, $6 margs, and then I forgot to mention next Friday we have booze and brews. So I was going to ask you if you'd come out and put on a ghost costume and scare everybody while they're trying to pour their beers.
You know, this is Texas, right? I don't. Yeah. It doesn't sound safe, Michael. We can talk about that offline, maybe. Excellent. All right. Let me clear my throat. My goodness. All right. Thank you guys for joining us this episode of the Fort Worth Roots Morning Show. Moving through today, I hope you'll choose love and gratitude every chance you get. Until next time, folks, good day.